If you've just started using Perplexity and you're wondering whether or not it's worth the money to upgrade to the Pro version, then that's what I want to go through in this video. And I'm going to show you, in my opinion, all the features that will turn you into a world-class researcher for just 20 bucks a month. So when you jump into Perplexity Pro, the first thing you'll notice is you get this little Pro icon here to signify that you've upgraded and the account is running properly for you. But the real benefits become immediately clear when you start clicking on these hidden features down here. For example, this button in particular is pretty cool because it allows you to change which LLM model you're using. You can allow Perplexity to select the best option for you, or you can select its inbuilt Sonar model, or you can start using ChatGPT 5.1, Claude Sonnet, the new Gemini 3 Pro, Grok 4.1. It pulls in all of the different options for you. So if you're just wanting one platform that kind of has access to everything, then Perplexity is a great place to do this on its Pro model, because as you can see here, you get all the updates from all the other platforms fed into this as well, and then build it in with Perplexity's awesome research features. You'll see this little source button at the bottom here opens up more research areas for you as well. You can start selecting to search through academic papers, social discussions and opinions, even SEC filings, and also add some connections in, such as Notion, Gmail, and all sorts of other things. So when you go into your settings in the Pro account, you get all these different options added in. For example, as we just discussed, the connectors, you can start linking in all the different connectors into your research and your work. So Outlook, Google Drive, all those sorts of things, as well as even going as far as linking in Slack and WhatsApp. So if you want to start finding and using information from your messages, you can connect all that up to pull that information all through as well. Now, the other button to press in your preferences area is personalization. So you can actually give a bit more context as to who you are and what you do. So I'm Elliot, an SEO specialist with a YouTube channel about AI, online business marketing. That's a lot of what I do on these platforms. You can even add your location if you want, plus switch on things like memory. So you can actually reference previous chats, search through old conversations you've had with Perplexity, and save specific memories that you want to be able to reference about yourself or the way you work. Plus, there's another feature here, shopping, virtual try-on with your avatar. I haven't actually set this up yet. It's really new, so we'll get onto that perhaps in the next video. So if you've used the free version of Perplexity, you probably know a little bit about its very basic search function. For example, let me go and grab a prompt from my mega prompt chest here. This thing's got over 100 prompts in here now, and there's actually a link in the description where you can get this for free below. I just want to grab this supporting facts, stats, and data prompt here that I use. This is what I first used when I came onto Perplexity to actually find in-depth stats and data to support some of the content I was putting out. So we can use this prompt. I'm writing an article about Bitcoin in 2025, research some short, punchy, interesting facts. And we can run that prompt just on the basic mode, and we can leave the normal best LLM selection on there. And this is the very basic way to use Perplexity. Rather than just using its training data like a lot of LLMs, it'll actually always research in depth through the web, no matter what sort of function you're using on here. So you can see it does this really fast research. And the beauty of it is, with all these sort of facts and stats which are coming out, we've got citations in here. So these citations are great because obviously we want to go and check that this information is correct, make sure that the link is still relevant, that it's come from a trustworthy source. So this is generally the sort of stuff you're getting back on the free version. Where we can take things up a notch on the paid version is actually unlock this next button called research. This does deep research on any topic, and it actually goes much further into creating in-depth reports, more sources, charts, advanced reasoning. So it's going to spend several more minutes actually delving deeper into your subject, pulling everything together and building a nice report. One of the cool ways I like to use it, if we go back into the prompt chest again here, is for researching content, blog posts and articles, and actually giving me really actionable report to start working with. So we can grab this prompt here and say, I'm writing an article about Bitcoin in 2025, and it will paste the initial article outline that we want it to sort of hold in below and switch that deep research mode on. Now you can see it's going to take roughly about 3 minutes to actually thoroughly research each section, create the outline, and give us our final report to start working with. And if you get bored through the process, you can skip remaining steps if you're like, hey, that's enough, or you can hit notify me and you can go off and do other things while it does its research and creates the report for you. And now in a matter of minutes, what used to take me hours to actually research and find all this data and information, we've got in a one pager to actually start writing our article. So you can see here that we've got a nice talking point for each section we've broken down. We've got why things are important, and we've got a stat to back it up. So we've got this throughout our page here. Again, for every area we need to hit in our article, we've got these 3 points all backed by sources as well where relevant. Plus, if we want to go deeper, we can collect up all the links. We can hit the links button at the top and go through all the different pages that Perplexity has gone through to find our information, as well as a selection of images and charts and references that we could actually recreate or pull into our article. Now, the thing I like about the deep research feature for Perplexity versus maybe some of the other competitors is it always breaks it down into really nice chunks. It's not just a big paragraph of research that you have to pick through. It actually gives you nice bullet points that you can get your information across really quickly, and it tends to work faster and often quite a lot more accurate than a lot of other platforms. Now, if you want to take things even further with what you're producing, then you can move up to labs, and this is where you get more AI agents and more features coming out the other end of Perplexity. You can start creating spreadsheets, images, reports, even whole business plans, and start designing in here as well. So we can take one of these examples here for us, create a comprehensive spreadsheet comparing the top 20 tools, pricing features, and integration options from my consultancy. And you can see we've got the table being actually produced and coded up in HTML. And honestly, that literally, that was faster than I expected it to work. But you can see it's gone and gathered the information and then pulled it into our table here in literally like less than a minute, which is pretty crazy. You can see some of the other things I've created here with Perplexity Labs. Personal training app dashboard for, this is a sort of mock of a personal training app / dashboard to go with a business plan that we wrote. So we paired that deep research feature with the ability to actually create dashboards and reports to create something more interactive in a matter of minutes with Perplexity. Plus, you're also able to create images within there as well. You can see that this is a book mock-up that I wanted for one of my lead magnets, and even brand and sort of app mock-ups to get going quickly when you have an idea that you're researching. So it does allow you to take your things from ideas to research to actually tangible outputs very, very quickly. Now, if you've got bigger research tasks, then you can actually go into the area that's spaces. And spaces are like projects in ChatGPT and Claude. They allow you to set things up with custom instructions and save all your threads down below. So you can see here, we're searching the web and actually outputting information with custom instructions and context. You can see we've got the instructions of how we want it to work and what we want to achieve. Plus, you can even add in files if you want specific information that's not public available. That could be your brand guidelines, some extra information that you want to include in your research about your company or the way you're working. Plus, you can add URLs to be user sources as links as well. You could go and grab a YouTube link, add that YouTube link in to make sure that that's being referenced in all of your research. Or if you have links to other stuff around the web that may not be indexed on Google, you can make sure it's being referenced in your space when you're doing your research. And then you still have access to all the normal features in here. But when you run a search and then go back to the main area of your space, you get your threads all nicely saved here across one big project. Now, as Perplexity wants to be a wider search engine, sort of a challenger to Google, there's also other areas of the platform as well, such as Discover, which is a news platform where you can go and read about whatever you want. Obviously, you can tailor this to your specific location and what you want to read about in your areas of interest. One of the other massive benefits about Perplexity Pro is you get access, and I'll put it up in dark mode here so you can kind of see the difference. You get access to Perplexity Comet, which is a complete web browser with Perplexity built in. So it looks like just using normal Perplexity, but we can also browse the web within this browser. Plus, use the assistant on the side here. So say we were reading a page, for example, we could actually say summarize this page, and your Perplexity assistant is going to give you a nice summary of this page. Or we could actually get it to do tasks for us. So it can actually work as an AI agent. If you were to ask it, can you search Rightmove and open tabs for houses available to rent for under £1,000? You can see the screen starts glowing here, and that means that Perplexity is actually now controlling your browser and using the web for you. So you can see it's actually navigated to Rightmove, and it's actually going to go start clicking through and looking for what we've asked for. It's identified, what location it needs to type in and search, and put the filters in there as well to actually go and use the web for us. So I can go off and make a cup of coffee, drink my coffee while it goes and finds me a place to rent in Southampton. And while it does that, we'll actually talk about some of the pricing for Perplexity. So obviously you can use the free version, but you're kind of limited in the amount of searches and what features you can use. Perplexity Pro, which we've just gone through there, is $20 a month. And honestly, you get most of what you need in there. You can also jump up to the Perplexity Max feature, which gives you just full access to everything in an unlimited way. You're not limited on queries, plus you get access to the newest products and features. Honestly, I've never really felt the need to go and spend, I think, $200 a month on the max plan. But you can see actually while we were looking at this, we can see our tabs are being opened by Perplexity Comet here for some potential places to rent in Southampton. So for me, especially when you throw Comet in there with Perplexity Pro, it's a must-have tool for me nowadays. And if you want to find out more about Perplexity Comet's web browser, then you can watch this video right here.